Hey guys, Cameron is the name, and today Pikmin 2 is the game. Last time, we finished everything in the Awakening Wood, and in this episode, we are going to go back to the Valley of Repose to take things on there. And we only have 2 more caves to complete. So, that's really not all that much. And we weren't able to do anything here before because we didn't have blue Pikmin, but now that we have blue Pikmin, we can access the area that was blocked off by water. Because we had a little bit of access, but water was the main obstacle. But now we have blue Pikmin, so that's no problem at all. So, to start things off, I'm just going to go with 20 whites and about 15 purples. We are going to enter a cave today, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to readjust my numbers then, because we won't need blue Pikmin then for the cave that we're going to. So I'm going to come back and readjust later. But for now, this is my recommended amount. You're going to want about 35 blues, 15 or 20 whites, and bring some reds as well. But that's really all you need. Always bring your purples. You don't really need yellows. I just like bringing yellows along because I want everyone to feel included, okay? I don't want anybody to feel like they're being left out unless like we're going to a cave and they're not needed. I mean, even so, I still like to bring every type, just so we're all one big happy family. And we haven't been here in a while, so the enemies have respawned. So, this, Baby Bull Bear, I hope that's the correct name, is right here, and its mother is as well. So, anyways, it's been a little while since you guys have seen any Pikmin 2. While I was gone, I uploaded the rest of Mario Party 4. I'm so happy to have that out to you guys because I was waiting a very long time. There's a very long gap between the last time I uploaded Mario Party 4. It was like this time last year. So an entire year between uploading, and I've had the footage since about January, February, but I never really got a good chance to edit it. And honestly, I probably could have found some time along the way. Just these past few months have been so hectic. But now that it's summer, I had time. So that's up for you guys to go watch. If you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend it because we had Austin join us. Because Austin joined us for MagFest this year. And it didn't make any sense to have a 4th person who could be a potential 4th player just sitting in the corner while we recorded. So he joined us. And adding him to the mix made it even more fun than it was before. And definitely the last map that we did was my favorite recording with them. So I highly recommend checking that out. It was a really, really long recording because we were starting. And I can't remember how many turns it was. Let's say it was 20. I was like, okay, 10 turns, 15, and one of them was like 20! And they put it at 20 before I had a chance to oppose. I'm like, we don't have time for 20. They're like, sure we do. So it ended up being 6 episodes. So there's 6 episodes of Mario Party 4 for you guys to go watch. I highly recommend you check them out if you haven't already. If I remember to, I'll put a link in the description below for that. If not, you can find it on my channel. But anyways, I haven't had any Pikmin 2 in a little while. So, welcome back. Glad to be back. Since I've been gone, I went on a trip to Trinidad, and it was a good trip, I would say. There's some reasons why it wasn't the best trip in the world, but I don't really want to talk about it, because it gets to stuff that some people get kind of touchy about, and I don't want to talk about any touchy topics in my video, I want everybody to be able to enjoy my video and feel like, they can watch my video without thinking about topics that are maybe a little bit more serious, if that makes any sense. So, not really going to worry about that, but, I'm glad, I will say I'm very glad that I went. It was a good experience, and I can mark Trinidad and Tobago off of my countries to travel to list. Which, by the way, this right here, what happened is my TV cut off, and I had to... Sorry about that, guys. I have an Alexa unit in my room, and I set a reminder for this time, and it just reminded me of the thing that I wanted it to be, that I wanted to remind myself of. So, sorry about that. That just went off. I'm like, why are you talking, Alexa? Don't speak unless spoken to. Anyways, besides the point. What I was saying is something about Pikmin 2, I would hope. I can't remember what I was talking about. I can't focus. Anyways, so, glad to be here recording some Pikmin 2. Oh no, reds fell into the water. What do? You throw in blue Pikmin as fast as you can. I don't think I'm gonna have everybody live. But, let's see. They threw up most of everybody. Okay, we had 1 red die. That's sad. That's totally my fault. But oh well. I mean, it is what it is. So could have been worse. I could have had all those reds die, but luckily they didn't. Thank goodness the blues were there to save them. And I think that's kind of weird. I mean, I'll go back and look at the footage later, but I'm pretty sure that blue just threw a red Pikmin through the bridge. Sure. Okay, that happens. That can work. I mean, maybe there's like a little crack in the bridge, and the Pikmin just like fit right through it. I don't know. But now that we have everybody together, we have that water obstacle out of the way. We can take everything out that's gonna be over here. But super glad to be back recording Pikmin 2 for you guys. Well, this is episode 20 actually, so we're getting pretty far into the series, and I'm thinking about making a decision. Well, I'm obviously gonna make a decision, but I'm thinking about starting a new upload schedule. As it is right now, I'm uploading every other day, and I'm uploading like a 20, sometimes 25-minute video. I've been making them a little bit shorter recently, but what I think I might start doing is uploading 2 shorter uploads every day. Well, let me rephrase that. Uploading a video every day instead of every other day, in the place of doing... I'm just gonna start over. I'm gonna upload 2. I'm gonna upload short videos from now on every day instead of a long video every other day, if that makes any sense. So that means there's gonna be... I mean, the episode's gonna be shorter, which means they're gonna be easier for you guys to watch. Hopefully easier for newcomers on my channel to watch, you know? And you also get more content a little bit more. So, I mean, I think that'll be a good idea. These guys right up here, I'll put the name of this enemy on the screen right now. These guys are a little bit different from their distant relatives who are green. These guys, when they hurl when they hurl a rock at you, it will actually follow you. It's a really, really smart rock, and it will go to whoever's captain you are currently using. So I'm currently using Louie, and that thing was really chasing me around with my entire squadron of Pikmin. I got kind of worried, but it all worked out, fortunately enough. But do be careful with those guys. They are rather dangerous, but what's really good about the fact that their boulders follow you is that you can use that against them. All you gotta do is let it shoot at you, then walk around to its other side, let it face you, and let its own boulder hit it and kill it in its back. So they're pretty easy to take care of. You don't need to risk Pikmin lives for those guys at all. You know, but you know there's that. So you're gonna take care of that. I'm gonna call it a watery blowhog because I know their cousins are called fiery blowhogs. I'm gonna call it a watery blowhog. Hopefully that's correct. We're gonna throw all of our whites over here. This is why I recommended bringing 20 whites. In my practice playthrough, I only brought 10, and it took forever, and I found myself waiting for that gate to come down. But I recommend putting a good 20 white Pikmin on this wall right here. And then we're going to take the rest of our squadron right over here. And even though we're not going to this area quite yet, we're going to pave the area to the next cave we're going to go into. So we're going to take out this guy first. And I just recommend loading on purples onto him so he comes down, and we're going to take care of him. But the trip was really good. I'm glad I went to Trinidad and Tobago. Well, not Tobago. I keep finding myself putting an extra R in Tobago. Or putting an R in Tobago. So, it was a good trip, and I'm really glad to be home because I have a lot of things I want to do this summer before school starts again in the fall. And I'm glad to have a chance to, a full month, to work on all those goals. And I'm going to need every day of it, too. You know, I wish that I could complete all the things I want to by the end of the summer, but if I'm going to be honest with myself, it's most likely not going to happen. So this is what I recommend doing. This guy right up here, there's a good way to take him out, and there's also a bad way to take him out. The good way to take him out is to do what I'm doing. Get a captain. I'm so sorry, guys. I once again was interrupted by my Alexa unit. I forgot I set a second reminder. Anyway, so there's a good way and bad way to take these guys out. The good way is to do what I'm doing. Get a captain, put him over there in the corner, and while he's distracted, bring your other captain with the rest of your Pikmin up there to kill him. If you do it well, if you spam him with purples, which is hard to do going up that hill, but if you spam him with purples and you get most of your squadron on him quickly, you won't have to risk any lives. But I unfortunately did lose 2 blues. But if you do it better than I did, which isn't that hard, you can get away without losing any Pikmin lives. But otherwise, if you try doing it just going up the hill, you're definitely going to have a lot of Pikmin die. So there's no really other good way to take care of that guy right there, but that's my recommendation. Looks like the whites over here are just about done. We're going to have them bring that crown down. I saw that I had a purple on there, which I don't want. So I'm just going to load everybody on really quick so this thing gets down the hill pretty quickly. So I can reorganize my Pikmin numbers on there, because I almost wondered, if you have, like, let's say this item takes 30 Pikmin. If you have 30 Pikmin on it and adding a purple, wouldn't that just make it slower? I would think that would make it slower, that wouldn't make it any faster, so I try to keep purples off it. I mean, at least in my experience, maybe it's just my mind telling me this, but I feel like when I have like enough Pikmin and then I put a purple on it, it just slows it down, and I don't want that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Louie take all the purple, so they're not tempted to help out with that treasure, and we're gonna let the rest of the reds that are just sitting over there kind of make themselves useful and grab onto that treasure. We're gonna let that be carried back, and we're gonna come right up the hill and approach our next cave. But I actually really do like this area a lot. It's really weird seeing snow in Pikmin, or at least it was for my first time playing this game, because they didn't have an area like this in the original Pikmin game where there was, you know, snow. So like, and it's the first area you landed to, so it's really iconic. I can only conclude that there may be some sort of you go back and read it if you want to. I was too busy talking to read text bubble. Anyway, so Subterranean Complex. Looks like we need Pikmin to take care of every obstacle or every hazard except for water, meaning that we'll need red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin, and white Pikmin. So, like I said, we're not going to need any blues going into this dungeon, so we're going to go reorganize our numbers in just a moment. I'm going to have those reds carry that back, because, you know, why not? I'm going to have to wait on that treasure to be carried back anyways, and I think that 5 pellet will catch back up with the treasure, get pretty close at least. So with that, we're going to head on back, and I will see you guys once everything gets delivered to the onion and to the ship. Alright, and with that, its name is Unspeakable Wonder. I mean, that is a pretty magnificent crown, I do have to say. Alright, so we're going to let them carry back that 5 pellet, and then I'm going to reorganize. So let's take everybody off of that. We're going to get a few reds from that, which is good, because we did have 1 die. We're going to put back all of our blues, except for 10, because like I said, I want everybody to feel included. I don't want anyone to feel like they're unvaluable, or that they're not valued. So we're going to leave 10 blue Pikmin, and then we're going to, I'd say, 25 yellows, but we already have 5 out. Okay, 30 yellows. Oops, okay. Yeah, we'll do 30 yellows. And, then we already have 30 reds out, so I think... No, we have 27 reds out now. Alright, we'll put that at 30. Sorry about that noise right there. Okay, and with that, we have everyone in our squadron except for those yellows. Okay, there they are. Alright, that makes that 100, and we have 30, 25, 10, 20, 15. That looks good. I think that's a good... I think that's a good set of numbers to go in with. Anyways, I will see you guys once we get back to the cave. Alright. And with that, before we go, I'm going to take out one of these honey wisp. Or at least I'm going to steal its nectar, not take it out. Because actually, the honey wisp doesn't die. We're going to take its nectar, and we're going to quickly flower some of these Pikmin, because these 2 unflowered purples, oh my goodness, they're so slow. I have to get them flowered. Okay. That looks like we have a good number flowered up. We have a few that aren't, but that's okay. Nothing too bad. And we're going to enter with 100 Pikmin. So next time, let's play Pikmin 2. We'll take on the Subterranean Complex. Thanks for watching. See you guys then. Goodbye, guys.